Alrighty. I hope it's recording. Let me just make sure. I figured it was, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially when I start going in, you know. This particular day, I just wanted to freestyle it like organically because I was watching my last one and I was like, why is it that I feel that I need to discuss a particular topic when I could just address how I'm feeling in that current day? And I'm sure that, you know, because I've been doing this a lot more consistently, that it will all be, you know, under the same message. You feel me? It's just like whatever seems to come out in that particular moment, you know, I allow it to stay true to the influences of the day, and I just could just take that topic as something as significant as any other topic. So when I thought about that, I was like, okay, well, let's just think about something that's going on in today's energy or something that I've seen that probably sparked an interest or whatever. And one thing I want to talk about is just power. Power could be used in so many different ways, and there's so many types of power where some could associate it under a bad or a positive concept. Me, I look at that as something that's necessity to progress in this world. Like, you have to have some form of power for people to even listen to you, you know, regardless of what it is that you're delivering. And I started thinking deeper about it. I was like, okay, so what is power? Like, how do you know if you have it or not? You know, what distinguished that? Who's the judge to say this is powerful or wasn't? And the reason why I thought about that, because like in some moments it's more powerful to not be as powerful. You know what I'm saying? To be more patient. I think that takes more power than someone that's always acting in their emotions and making sure that they get their point across. It's more powerful for you to sit back and just know that you have nothing to prove. So, oh, it's raining moringa. It's raining moringa. Let me stop. No, but the angels are present. Give thanks. I truly believe that. The reason why I feel like it's something that's necessary in this realm is just strictly because, you know, you have to build off of something, but the power that you could accumulate is something that you could get from yourself free of charge. You know, it's something that you could work on that anyone can have access to. I was watching Summer Walker, and it's so funny because I always connect to the way that she performs, and within this performance I just thought it was so powerful because all the people in the crowd, like, they were singing with her. Like, it was almost as if she was the reflection of all of these girls. It's not almost as if, she is, because even with me I can say that she is a physical representation of how I feel, like, and she could sing it in a way that I can't. So, you know, you got to respect her energy. And those girls are singing it like they created the song with her, and I just thought it was so powerful because in those moments it shows that you don't have to be as powerful. You don't have to be on stage doing all this, because she be chilling. That's why I said she reflected me. Like, me and myself, I let the art speak for itself. Sometimes it's good to go up and connect and be within the energy of the song or whatever, but in this particular song it was a chill song anyway, so I just thought it was interesting that she obtained that. And who knows how long she's been waiting to build up that energy to be respected like that, but I know she worked hard, I could tell. So I'm just grateful that she's received that, you know. And moments like that, unless you feel like power is a positive thing, but if you see somebody that never really worked, but then they already was built to gain by structure through birth, you know, having family members that was already comfortable, and you don't have to really worry about working as hard because you have that support financially is one of the biggest things, or even emotionally, you have someone that's backing you and letting you know that this is what it is. But in order for you to get that power, you probably did something that's not genuine, or something that cut somebody else's toes off, or whatever those case may be, and you just have it easy, but you're building off of a faulty, or whatever you want to call it, energy that's not based off of anything that you could gain from. It's just based off of greed. And that's what the majority of society can be. And in those moments, I would look at power as a negative attribute. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not being balanced. You know, it's not being connected. And that's really what the core of it is. Power is being able to connect to people, but make sure that you use it to your advantage. Everyone can do it. There's a room for everyone to be successful. And that's one of the things that they don't want you to know. But that's not my job to really tell you. You have to learn that for yourself. Thank you very much. You have to be very careful, because it's not, when they say they, it's not about any type of form of competition. It's just the duality of the system, you know? So, it's about, what do you think is necessary at those moments? I like to say, again, like, bring it back to that, because in some moments you can see why capitalism or anything in where someone is working in a pyramid format, you can see why it's necessary. Even when you look at the concept of a pyramid and what that held, that's more than just a structure system. It's really a psychology behind it, and there's a magic behind that concept that allows it to be energetically a base and a portal to the stars, which is on a deeper level when you look at what's under the pyramid, not just the structure of it. But that's a whole nother conversation. Like, for me, I think everything has a reason, but I just love the idea of being powerful. A lot of people look at that as being manipulative personally in my life, and I've just learned to say, hey, if that's manipulative, well, at least I do it in the energy where I'm not trying to harm anybody. I want us all to succeed in our own ways, especially me. You know, a lot of people be like, oh, you shouldn't really look at yourself as separate from the whole construct, and absolutely not. I know what I associate with. That's like, even if it's something that I don't associate with, I say that this is what's represented as a human because of what it is. You know, I'm not obliged to like what is real, and I'm not gonna act as if I haven't lingered amongst a lot of the negativity. You know what I'm saying? And if it is or if it ain't, you know, still I can say confidently that my intentions are not to harm. It's all about learning and discovering, and you should be open to all aspects of that. So power just allows you to get in those crevices and really grow, you know, but it depends on how you use it, because one of the laws of the land is also to be, you know, good. You gotta, like, you have to respect, like when they say making it to the next level is really just based off how light your heart is. One of the laws of the land is that if you do good, you receive good, you know. So you always have to remember that at the end of the day when you're building on anything. And if your heart is based off a good intention behind it, you know, that's really what it's about. And power is something that I personally believe is necessary, like I said, and positive. So yeah, power, that's me. Powerful.